Hello everybody, this is Mr. Kimmel with another screencast for Life Science. In this lesson, we are going to learn about the different ways organisms interact with each other. One way organisms interact with each other is when they eat. A trophic level is an organism's position in the food chain. Autotrophs are also known as producers. These are organisms that produce their own food through the process of photosynthesis. Recall that energy from the sun, carbon dioxide gas, and water are used to produce sugar molecules and oxygen gas. On land, autotrophs mostly consist of plants. In water ecosystems, autotrophs consist of algae and bacteria. Heterotrophs are also known as consumers. These organisms eat other organisms to get energy. There are three different types of heterotrophs based on what they eat. Herbivores eat producers. Carnivores eat other consumers. Omnivores eat producers and consumers. Decomposers are organisms that break down dead and decaying organisms into simpler molecules to be recycled into the environment. These include bacteria and fungi. Scavengers are a type of decomposer that aids in decomposition by eating dead organisms that have been abandoned by predators. Coyotes and vultures are scavengers. Detritivores are decomposers that eat decomposing plants and animals as well as feces. These include earthworms and millipedes. All energy on Earth originates from the sun. It is the primary source of energy. Producers use this energy directly by using it to make food for themselves. Other organisms have to get this energy from the sun by eating other organisms. A food chain shows one pathway that energy is transferred as food through an ecosystem. A food web shows all of the possible pathways that energy is transferred as food through an ecosystem. In other words, a food web shows all of the possible food chains in an ecosystem. An energy pyramid is like a food chain, but it shows the amount of energy present at each level. Producers are at the bottom of the pyramid, and they form the base since they have most of the sun's energy. Primary consumers, who eat the producers, are in the next level. Secondary producers, who eat the primary consumers, are in the level after that, followed by the tertiary consumers. These are usually the top level predators, such as eagles, sharks, and wolves. This pyramid shape comes from the decrease in the sun's energy that is available in each level as you move up the pyramid. Besides eating each other, organisms can have relationships that help each other or harm each other. Symbiosis is a close, long-term relationship between two organisms. There are 5 types of symbiotic relationships. First is competition. This is a type of relationship where both organisms are harmed. They are harmed because they have to use energy competing for food, territory, or mates. This requires more energy and thus harms both organisms' chances of surviving and being healthier. Next is predator-prey relationship. This relationship helps one organism and harms or kills the other. Mutualism occurs when both organisms in the relationship receive a benefit from each other. An example is a sea anemone and a clownfish. The clownfish receives a home from the sea anemone, which gets cleaned by the clownfish. Commensalism occurs when one of the organisms in the relationship receives a benefit and the other is neither harmed nor benefits. An example is a whale and a barnacle. Barnacles receive a habitat by growing on the whale, and the whale is neither harmed nor receives a benefit from the barnacles. Parasitism occurs when one organism in the relationship receives a benefit by causing harm to the other organism. A tick is a parasite that receives food by feeding on the blood of the dog, which is harmed by the parasite. Here is a quick overview of what your chart should look like. Be thankful this is not your relationship. Thanks for watching.